Hey everybody, how's it going? Jamie LaFave here again. Welcome back to my Rudiments segments. I hope you enjoyed my single stroke roll. Today I'm going to be covering the double stroke roll. And I'm trying to do these as kind of as the most logical way as possible as to what you would be learning them with a rudiment teacher or your drum teacher. So today we're going to be covering the double stroke roll. Now, there's a little bit of a trick to that as opposed to the single stroke roll. Now, with everything, with drumming, rudiments, everything, you always want to be relaxed. You want to have your wrist and you don't want to be so tight where you want to be loose and even a little bit more with this one, as you'll see in a minute, almost like the hand gesture as if you were waving to somebody. Because what happens is with this one, you're doing 2 hits per each hand. So instead of going right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, as you were doing before, or again, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. For you left-handers, always thinking of you left-handers, you're now going to be going for the double stroke roll. You're going to be going right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Now, depending on what age you are or how silly you feel, because I'm assuming when you practice, more than likely you're going to be practicing by yourself. Now, it's okay to count out loud. It's okay if it's something ridiculous as a visual helps you get this. Now, you'll see in any drum book, most of the time for the double stroke roll, there'll be mommy, daddy, mama, dad, or mama, daddy, one or the two. Ridiculous, right? But effective. I've done that for the longest time, and believe it or not, it's helped me go a long way. Now, the trick that I do for the double stroke roll to get that second hit, I'm not actually physically going. I'm taking my stick and I'm letting it fall into the head. But instead of doing that second hit physically with my hand, I'm letting it fall into the head and the head accepting that rebound to bring the stick back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. No, I'm letting it fall, it bounces, and I get it back because I'm accepting the rebound from the snare head. I'm not physically going. Now, I'm not going to lie to tell you that at times these are very, very frustrating. But remember, anybody can do it. There are all kinds of different drummers at all kinds of different levels, because if you can't play what somebody else can play, that does not make you a bad drummer or a bad musician. What that means is this is the level that I can play today. Never stop striving. Never stop trying to achieve. That's what makes it a shame and what makes it bad, is giving up. Don't give up no matter how hard it is. That's what the love and the challenge and the passion, what makes me keep doing what I'm doing and pursue it. And trust me, if you knew me whatsoever on any personal level, if I can do it, trust me, you can do it. Now, the best thing to do for this is isolate one hand at a time to get this rebound. And again, you're going to find right-handers. Your left is going to go. It's going to do all kinds of weird things. You're going to probably have to isolate one hand at a time. And work on your left hand until it feels comfortable. Then you can do them both back to back. Like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it slow and kind of build it up and speed to what it should be. Where I tell my children students, like, almost visualize a train where, even for you adults, as ridiculous as it seems, the visual or having something to visualize or compare it to, you'd be surprised how much it helps. So watch, I'll do this slow to faster, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now that gives you an idea on the snare drum. Now, another quick idea, which is really cool, and this is something for you single bass drum players that are like into rock or really into funk, like drummers like Dennis Chambers, the late John Blackwell, Steve Gadd. In that realm, Steve Smith's another one. John Bonham is a perfect example from Led Zeppelin. This is a double stroke roll between the hands and just the right bass drum. So what you'd be doing is, and I'm going to demonstrate it just on the snare drum and the kick drum to give you an idea, and then I'll add in the other drums in a few minutes. So you're going right, left, right, left, right, 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 left, right, right. Now demonstrating it with the drums. Now you could do that into a drum beat. Now again, there's that fill, except I used a few toms. And you could use shuffle rhythm. And another thing that I like to do, going back just for a second and closing on this double stroke roll lesson, going back to the double bass, if you remember what I like to do sometime as an exercise, if I get bored, I like to set the metronome to about 140, and I like to practice doing a single stroke on the kicks. So and doing the single stroke and double stroke back to back on the snare drum. So in closing on this exercise, I'd like to demonstrate that for you. Now, remember, I'm only showing you a quick couple different examples out of a very vast, huge topic. And I'm trying to kind of give you some helpful chops, but not bore you at the same time, but give you something to walk away from. So, by no means is this the end. And I've only not even scratched the surface of every rudiment that I cover for that matter. So, please do research. If you don't have a teacher, try studying with one. The more knowledge that you can get, the better off you are. Look online, go to YouTube. You know, nowadays there are a lot of resources that people didn't have, such as myself growing up. But the one thing that I will always recommend is all of that stuff, take in all what you can, go watch live drummers, watch videos, go to seminars, go to clinics, go to concerts. But one thing that all those videos can't teach you is if you're developing a bad habit, or it's like a pro drummer, for instance, Neil Peart from Rush. Everybody knows that's a drummer, the fan of Rush. Now, that man's been drumming and is a rock icon for years and years and years, but he had a teacher. It's not that you're not any good or you turn into a terrible drummer, but it's like what a golfer does when they're off season, or what a football player does when they're off season. They have a trainer to keep, I mean, lack of a better term of grammar, but they keep their chops up, and that's what the trainer's main job is. Well, that's what a teacher's job is. They don't teach you how to play. You have to do the work. We just give you helpful tools and help avoid bad habits and show you a way to do it better than maybe what you thought of or what you were doing. So keep that in mind. I guess that's my helpful hint that I'm going to have you walk away from this. So again, I'm going to show that exercise in closing out of this lesson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.